you ever grow anything in the garden of your mind? You can grow ideas in your mind.
You guys, it's Friday and I decided to just blow out my hair. I haven't, well, aside from like a couple days ago, I haven't put my hair in rollers for like 2 months straight, and I was like, you know what, why did I stop doing that? And every time I stop, I am reminded why when I do it again, why I started in the first place. It's just such a bitch to put in and do. I just hate doing my hair. I've never liked doing my hair. But anyways, last time when I did it a couple days ago, I was like, wow, I should have filmed me unrolling them. So I thought we would unroll them together, start the new month because it is May 1st off with great hair. Side note, I did start putting this new product in my hair. I only put 2 products in it. When you shake it up, I think it's supposed to be like a shine spray. I got this in PR, but it's this really pretty pearl. I don't know if it's picking up on camera. It's a damage therapy, no wash treatment. Again, I think this is supposed to make your hair shiny. I threw the box away, a heat protectant and a shine spray all in one. And then of course my super milk just to make my hair smell really good, and that's it. But anyways, it is a new month and I talked about this in my shorts a couple times when I've done like my get ready with me's, but I don't think I've talked about it in a vlog. You guys, it has been 4 months since I have drank alcohol, which is insane. I'm not going sober or anything like that. The past couple years, every January I have done dry January, like how everybody does it. This year was just like, why don't we just keep these good vibes going? I'm not gonna lie, I have never felt more clearer in my life. I don't know, it's wild. I don't want to speak too much on it right now just because I don't know, it's only been 4 months and who knows, maybe next month I'll have a little cocktail, or like when I go to Aftershock this year, because I am going again this year, which I'm so freaking excited for because I didn't go last year or the year before that. But yeah, anyways, you never know. So again, I'm definitely not on like a sobriety journey, but right now it's like an accidental one. I used to go to a pretty not bad middle school, but kind of like we literally were not even allowed to have normal lunch because there was a fight every single day that they had to chaperone us at the tables. Like we couldn't move from our seats. They were like, you guys are cut off. Everybody was doing that literally at school. People were drinking, all of that. So I was exposed to it pretty early on, like in 7th grade, and I'm a year behind. So like when I graduated, I was still 17. So I think I started, how old was I? Hold on. So I was 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. So I was like 12, 11, if that gives you any context. And probably I went months, you know, maybe probably in middle school, and then ever since then I've gone like maybe 1.5 months, but other than that I probably had a sip. That's crazy to think because I'm literally turning 30 this year. I don't know if that's why like a switch went on in my brain that's like, girl, you're gonna turn 30. Maybe it's that I'm like starting to panic, being like, how do I want to like enter my 30s? And I also was thinking about this because I eat meat again. Like that was something in my life that I could always control. I was always able to be like, no, I'm not eating meat, and I controlled that for almost 10 years, that I'm wondering if like somewhere inside that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not gonna go 10, well actually never say never. This is something in my life that I can control right now, is not consuming any amount of alcohol, just to see how long again I can go. If I want to have a little celebratory champagne or something like that, not that I like champagne, but you know, you never know. But maybe that's it, because I can control this since I no longer do the meat thing. My skin is completely cleared up. Like I have a couple of spots and scarring like right here. I can for sure say without a doubt that all of the skin problems that I was having, I talked about it in like past vlogs, it was definitely due to the alcohol. Literally I would have not even a glass of wine, immediate breakout. I don't know if I was allergic or anything, and I always had this thing where I could literally have 1 drink and it would feel like my dopamine was being stripped away. I had no dopamine. I didn't feel like myself for 4 days on end. Like it just, I didn't like the way it was making me feel, and I think that's the reason, because it's not like I was pounding all of this alcohol. It's not like I was pounding 5 drinks. I would literally sometimes go out with my friends, have 1 drink and be like, I actually don't want to, like, not feeling it, which I never used to do in the past. Honestly, since I've dyed my hair black, that I've kind of been weaning off of it. I used to be complete blackout all the time when I was younger. Like it was so easy for me to do that. And then again, probably when I dyed, since I've dyed my hair black, not once have I don't know what that says. Maybe I finally confronted some trauma. I'm not really sure. Quite literally literally have one drink and I felt like the dopamine would be stripped away from me. And I would talk about it with my friends and they're like, girl, chill. Like, no, it's real, because now I feel so normal. I don't know, and I haven't felt normal, which is wild because I would literally, again, drink one drink and then feel weird for like the next week. And I'd be like, actually, I can't do this. Regardless, I just feel like it's good to just give my body a break. It's crazy that I was consuming for that long in my life and never gave my body a break. Like, that's just, it's not good. This is probably gonna fall a little bit and then it's just gonna be just right, because I don't like when I have too much volume like up here. We're gonna make a little I have no food, so let's see what we can come up with. So I have this frozen stir fry that I have in avocado oil, just kind of sizzling up. Some basmati rice. Could do, you know, a fun little stir fry, but I'm craving some soup for some reason, so I'm gonna mix it in with some broth. Throwing in Great Northern beans as well, and I'm gonna use the chicken broth. And I also have this green onion that is from our garden that I'm gonna chop up and put in there as well. And I do have some kale, so we're gonna go out and harvest that. James is just watering it and he said it's best to cut it after like 10 minutes after it's watered, so I'm waiting for that. I don't know the reason for that. I have no idea. He's the gardener, not me. Here we have our baby mini kale. I have my little clippers, but I actually don't know where to set you guys down, so I'm gonna clip it because literally everything is wet right now, and then we're gonna go back inside. I feel like I have a pretty good handful. So now I'm just gonna dump this and kind of season it to taste. I don't even know what I want this to taste like, but I'm gonna probably put the whole thing in there because I used the full packet of the rice, or actually no, that's already getting a little bit too soupy. Leave it to me for it finally being like a nice 76 today. And what I want this Friday night is soup. Let me show you how it looks. Gorgeous. Pretty much just gonna wing it. Garlic, salt, I haven't even tried it, but I feel like you can just never have too much garlic, you know what I mean? Let's try the broth. I'm the only one eating this, so chill. I'm in my own house. I can do what I want, aside from probably James, but he doesn't care. Yeah, so that broth is flavorless. Definitely need some heavy things in here, because no. We're gonna do some basil. Just dump a bunch in there. And then I have half a lemon from this morning. Squeeze the whole thing in there. I just love, especially with the northern beans, a nice little lemon. More garlic salt. Now let's try it again. That's already 100 times better, just putting in that lemon. I have just a little bit of nutritional yeast left. Honestly, it looks like it'll be probably enough for this whole batch, like just enough. I'm just gonna dunk that in there. There's something about a nutritional yeast and lemon combo. Something about it. Yeah, exactly. That made it taste more chickeny for some weird reason. And you know what? We're gonna add a little bit of spice. I'm gonna do some of this crunchy chili onion in there. I wish I had the other one, but I don't. So this will do. This is not as spicy, which is kind of perfect because James is not a fan of spice, like whatsoever. But this will just add like a little bit of kick, barely any. Just to give it a little bit of that, little bit of a kick, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty much done. It's already boiling. Kind of massage the kale and put it in there. And I think I changed my mind. I want to add one more half a lemon because I just tasted it and I just feel like we need a little bit more kick. Why did I just grab it in a knife? One more in there. The nutritional yeast made it a lot more creamier. 10 out of 10. Gorgeous. Let's try it. This is like piping hot, like fresh off the stove. Yep, fire. I forgot I had these. It's these crispy jalapeno pieces. I like to put these in salads and things like that, or if I make rice. But honestly, I'm gonna top it. Now let's try it, just to give it that little bit of crunch. Oh, a lot spicier than you think because I just ate a spoonful of it. Exactly. Found this really pretty shade of Pyrex. This was $3. I also found one of these because I actually don't bake as much, and that's literally because I don't have any good pans. I liked how this one had a top. Again, all of these are Pyrex, and then I finally got one of these because you guys, I want to make zucchini bread, banana bread, all of that. And then this one was $2, and then I also found this really pretty shade. So this is like a berry one, and this is more of a brown. And again, this one was $3 as well. I just think they look so chic and cute. and it really matches the ones that I got a couple weeks ago as well. They're currently in the oven, but these ones right here, so now I can finally get rid of like these ones at the bottom because I've had them for like 7 years and they're really crusty dusty, and it's just nice to have like newer glass ones. Guys, I went to Walmart and they have so many cute things there right now, and I don't know how true this is, but I heard that I think it was the designer of, I'm pretty sure Free People is now designing for Walmart or something like that, something along the lines of that. So that's why there's so many cute things there right now. I feel like it had so many good things like way back in the day, and then it just kind of became mid. Now I feel like it's just popping off everywhere. Anyways, I originally went in there because I needed to get some more body wash, like bar soap. Right when you walk in at my Walmart, it's just boom to close, and I'm like, you know what, let me look at the intimate section. I feel like my outfit of the days in the beginning, they're getting a little bit too repetitive with like the same sets over and over again. I get all of my sets usually from Marshalls. I buy them separately though, a pack of like the boxer briefs and a pack of like the little bralette sets. Like this one right here is like the tank top, that little set I actually got together with the boxer briefs. It's always either Laura Ashley or Lucky. I think I talked about this in a couple of vlogs ago. Anyways, I wanted to completely just get some new ones, so I wanted to check out what they had, and they literally had so many cute things. First off, you hear like the buy 5 for $25 at Urban Outfitters. I think it's like 7 for $27 or something like that at Victoria's Secret. At Walmart, the same underwear but cuter, $2. I just want to show you guys these real quickly because they are seriously so cute. Like, look at these. They're pale pink. They have the cute little bow. At Urban Outfitters, $12, unless you wanted to do like the 5 for $27 or whatever. This gingham print, you're actually lying. I don't know how well you can see that. Again, $2. There were so many good ones, but I was like, okay, you know, I gotta chill. I can't get like all of it. And then this is the last one that I got. I thought was cute. It kind of has the forward like this. They're pale pink, and then the little bralette, $10, I believe. It was like $9.90. I already wore this one actually. I don't know how well you can tell, but it has this floral print on it with a cute little bow. When I tell you, I circled the store like 5 times trying to be like, where is more of this set? It was $13. It came with the boxer ones. So cute. I'm like, okay, I need way more of these, especially to lounge around in the house in the summertime when it starts getting really hot. The last thing that I got, I thought I would mention, is actually the scrub. It's sparkly in the scent Sunlit Glow. It smells so good. This is gonna be like my summer spring. It smells very florally again. I wonder how well, if that's picking up or not. It's very cute and perfect again for the spring summertime. Currently in my room, and I've been putting this off for some reason. It's literally like a 4-minute task. If that, I'm not joking, it's probably 1 minute. I need to hang this valance up. Valance, I don't know exactly how to say it. It was in one of my thrift hauls that I did on my shorts. If you guys saw it, it's one of these things, and I want to hang it, I think, in this room. Originally, I was actually going to hang it in my bedroom, and then when I was looking, I'll show you right now, I was like, wait, I hate the way that looks. And then I thought, oh my gosh, perfect. So let me show you. It's this up here. As you can see, I hung these curtains so long ago. These are curtains that my mom made years ago. I think it was in our nursery, something like that. You can see this little gap right here. I hate these shades, and I feel like I could fill this gap in and like kind of layer it with this. I feel like that again would be very pretty. So we're gonna put it there and see how that's gonna turn out. So you guys, I lied and I ended up putting the valance right here. I don't know why it looks blue. I hate when things look overexposed. It's definitely like a pretty little warm shade. I put it in the kitchen just to, again, amp everything up, and I am literally obsessed with it. I made steel cut oats last night, guys, for the first time ever. I just felt really inspired because I was cleaning up my pantry and I had steel cut oats just shoved in the back, because if I'm being honest, I'm super lazy and I will literally only use like the packets from a Trader Joe's or like Walmart, like the Quaker ones that you can just get in a packet, shove it in the microwave. I always think it's a great idea to like make it from scratch. Not scratch, but like they always say it's better to do over the stove. I'm not doing that every morning. Okay, no, I'm not doing that. That is just way too time consuming. Like, you could always prep it, obviously, which is how I got the idea of why have I never tried overnight oats. I see so many people do this, so many different kinds of like flavors. You can sweeten it and then all you have to do is like uncover it and then eat it. I just followed a basic standard recipe, which is half a cup of dry oats, half a cup of any type of yogurt. flavor that you want. So I used this Kalina blueberry lavender, half a cup of almond milk, a little bit of chia seeds. I didn't have that many ingredients because I didn't think I was gonna do this, and I think I'm just gonna top it off with some coconut flakes. And then I have these little because I kind of want to put some nuts in it, chocolate covered almond, but also has coconut in it, so I think that will be pretty bomb. I'm just gonna plate it really quick, and I already did kind of taste it. It's not as sweet as I would like it to be, so normally I would probably honestly put like a bunch of frozen blueberries or fruit, but I didn't have that, and I feel like that would complement it really well. It's fine. I feel like my sugars are a little bit too high this morning, so I kind of want everything in it, like the coconut flakes and everything, because I only tried like the base. I didn't try it with all the toppings. The consistency is not bad, but I feel like it's missing something. I'm gonna take this date syrup, drizzle a little bit just so there's like some sort of sweetness, like that much, and then kind of mix it in. Yeah, that made it like 100 times better. Date syrup low-key saved it. We've officially reached that time of week where I need to desperately redo my nails. As you can see, this one got like cut in half. That is how I know that the press-on nails are not really that good quality. Like they can seem good quality, you know, like the gems and everything, intricate detailing, but if it cuts in half, that's how I know, and I'll probably never purchase from either that brand or like the buyer of the website that I buy it from. And then also, as you can see, like this one right here, the paint kind of came off, and then obviously one just popped off. So even though I did love this set, I will probably not be purchasing from this particular seller. Almost every single press-on that you see me wear, or actually every press-on that you've seen me wear like probably the past year, has been from Temu. I'm just being honest, because they're super cheap. They're like $4, and they are the same exact nails that you can find on TikTok shop, sometimes like other really popular brands like Urban Outfitters, unless it is a name brand. Like obviously what is that one nail brand? I'll prop it up here. Like if it's something like that, obviously it's not like from Temu, or it could be, you know, the drop ships. I once got these nails from TikTok shop. They were such good quality. They were like $40 or something like that, which is still way better than going and getting your nails done when they're really intricate designs. They were actually sent to me for free, so I didn't pay for them. But then I found those exact same nails literally on Temu, and that opened up an entire thing. But yeah, this particular seller I will not be buying from again, because as you can see, it's just like flimsy. Always look at the reviews. Obviously the nails that I was wearing in the beginning of the video, I had those nails on for like 3.5 weeks, almost a month. They were so freaking good. I was obsessed with them until I realized, okay, I want to change my nails out. Like this is too much. So I've been doing a lot of long nails, really intricate designs, and I just want to do something basic. I did get these nails sent to me, so it's from this brand, and they're just like a milky little pink. I just want to do something bare, like a clean break on my nails. A little tip I have my nail thing is always buff your nail out before you apply the nails. I'm doing this technically at night. It's like 7:30 o'clock at night, so then water doesn't touch it. So after I like buff everything out, I'm gonna like wash this face mask off, put all my creams and stuff, and know that I'm not gonna use my hands anymore like under the water or anything, and then I'm gonna glue the nails on. So it's definitely the next day, and I just want to show you guys my nails. I don't know how well the overexposing is, but they're literally just like the prettiest pink, and I just feel so much better right now. Again, I had to take a break from the long nails. My next set definitely probably gonna be long now, but I just literally made the best freaking smoothie ever, and I have to share it with you guys. I made it on a Nutribullet. These little frozen mango chunks, I just kind of eyeball it, like how many mango, just like a little bit, because I don't add any other fruit. I used water with this chocolate based protein powder, so there is 20 grams of protein in a serving of this. And then to make it just like even more, because I am gonna go work out right now, this protein peanut butter. I didn't even realize it was protein peanut butter that I got, because I literally just went to grocery outlet and just got the peanut butter that didn't have like all the added stuff. This has 9 grams of protein for a little bit more sweetness, 3 days. I did actually make something similar a couple days ago, but I added the coconut flakes to it because I wanted it like mango coconut vibe, which instead of water, canned coconut milk would make this even better, but I didn't have that, so I just used water. It's just so freaking good. Just anything chocolate, peanut butter, and fruit together is like my holy grail.